Unfortunately, many people across the Houston area are still feeling the aftermath of last week's storm. Tonight, there are thousands who are still waiting for the power in their homes to simply turn back on. And even worse, the heat has been making the wait miserable.
And joining us on the Factor Uncensored tonight, we have one of our familiar faces, Matilda Saragosa. Matilda, you have been without power since the storm hit last Thursday. How many days are we talking about now?
Right now, we're on the 6th day.
Wow, wow. And so being in now the heat of Houston, because we're seeing some 90-degree days, what is that like for you?
Oh my God, it's been horrific. I mean, this heat has been horrible, just trying to maintain the house itself. And then just seeing all these gentlemen out there. And then, of course, you know, I have the grandkids coming after school. They've started school and just trying to get the room at least situated for them to go inside. It's just been one thing after another. It's been a roller coaster ride.
And so do you have a generator or something at all?
Well, now I have a generator and I was able to go get a window unit. So I have one room in the back that I'm able to generate some air back there. So whenever I do go to sleep, but for the first night, it was horrible. I had the windows open, I had the doors open. And I mean, when I woke up with full of mosquito bites, it was crazy. There's flies all in the house. I mean, so I'm doing a whole bunch of different things dealing with this Texas weather and the situation that we encounter every day with Texas altogether, you know, as far as the insects and stuff. So.
And so what about all of your foods and stuff that you had in the refrigerator? Did you have to dump that? What?
I had to discard everything that I had in the garage. I had a deep freezer. And of course, you know, I do pop-ups. So of course, everything that I had there for pop-ups that I had scheduled future out, you know, we had to get rid of all of that meat. I have 2 refrigerators down in the garage. And so with the generator, what I've been doing is just trying to like switch it out and try to keep what I have. And so I do have an outside burner. So I've been trying to use that meat and cook it out before it spoils. So I've been able to do some things, but I mean, it takes some pioneer woman and some survival skills to be able to pull it off. But it's been happening. And, you know, and for the most part, what I have, and if I have extra, you know, I give out to the neighbors because we're all in the same situation. We currently have a tree that's down at the end of the street, so we have no access to our street. So we have to come off around, take the toll road and it's probably about 1.5 miles to access the home and get to the source. And then we have to access the home through that route. So it's been difficult all the way around the table.
And so what is Centerpoint saying about your area and the homes there? And how many homes do you think are affected in that area?
Oh, it could be hundreds. We have the apartments right across the way, and then we still have neighbors that are down the street, and then we have some to the right side of us that have, and then on the left side of us, they have electricity. So they're trying to, you know, at least assist us. They're asking if we need extension cords, we can run a cord, but just doing that is going to be a challenge itself because we're talking about hundreds of feet of extension cord.
Yeah,
so that's not even
as well with that exposed wire.
Correct.
Yeah.
And, you know, you don't want cars crossing over it. So it's just been a struggle all the way around together. Just going out there trying to accommodate those. Again, like I said, I got in the car. We got 10 cases of water. I put them on some ice. And if I see some people and I feel like they need it, I'm giving it to them. I met up with Trade the Truth in Acres Homes, and we delivered out some fresh fruit that I cut up. I had it on some ice chests, you know, just trying to disperse as much as this food and give it to the people that are in need. Right now, I have some formula. So if we have some individuals that need formula for their infants, I have a case here. If they need it, just reach out. I've just been sharing as much information on our social media platform, you know, about the cooling centers, 311. So just trying to give as much information as possible to help the next person as well.
And so will many of your neighbors turn to FEMA for some assistance once they get at least some of their power back? Because they got to recoup those losses.
Absolutely. So once I was made aware of the FEMA website and when it came available, I was able to reach out to them. And, you know, that's just what I do for a living anyway. And so and you see, I'm sweating in the living room. So I have access to the internet inside of the living room only. And so I've been trying to accommodate some of the neighbors, was assisting them on how to fill out the application because it's really not a hard process. So if there's anybody out there, you're still struggling or you've encountered some situations or some hardship, please fill out that application.
All right. Well,
and you can find that at the disasterassistance.gov.
Got it. Got it. All right, Matilda, we want to thank you and tell you to hang in there. And if you need to come on here to Fox, we got a bag of ice for you. Or we
Hey,
probably
you better.
get our
You
ass out and
better.
deliver it to you.
Okay. I love you guys.
And as you just heard from Matilda, there is help available out there. We'll have a full factor workshop after the break.